Hello, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful souls from around this world. I want to share something. A message has been relayed to me that I want to get out to all my lovely subscribers and people watching this. We have, over time, developed, certain patterns, certain ways of survival for our environments. And just as these same elements of survival that we have adapted has allowed us to grow and to survive in our environments, also led us to our stagnanicity in our environment. I don't even know if that's a word actually, but us being stagnant in our environment because we have taken these things we've developed and hindered us from flowing, from forward moving in this reality. Because if it not just this reality is not just forward, backwards, side to side, and up, down, it doesn't just work like that. But in this reality, in order to flow and move like the water, we have developed things that allowed us to do so, but these barriers have been formed, right? And these barriers are labels. These barriers are labeling people, labeling things. We already have a preconceived label or notion or fact or whatever it is to put on something. And by doing so, we're actually not seeing it for what it is, because we are just conditioned to project these labels and these things that you don't really agree with, right? These things that you don't agree with that are like, this isn't me, like this is someone else I'm seeing, this is not me. Or like any like feeling you have, like whether you're calling someone like a racist, whether you're envying someone because this person has like more money or something, and you're just like, oh, they had to do, you know what I mean? Take this opportunity to introspect and turn that inwards. Look at yourself, because in those moments where you're this isn't me, like when you're actually like kind of judging or labeling things, you have an opportunity that is being gifted to you to look at yourself, to actually see yourself instead of seeing what they're doing and going whatever. Just see how you're reacting and things that you're playing out. It is a divine reflection opportunity for us to do so. It is allowing us to do so. And through that, we are able to forward flow in our travels, because we are all traveling on this sacred land. This was once sacred land. Whether this information has been passed down by ancestral lineage, if you want to say, or lineage by other superior beings, or whatever you want to say, or whether this was just you unlocking this through DNA, whatever it may be. These things are coming up for us to notice them, for us to notice these labels, for us to notice these moments of judging, right? And resonating with certain things. It's like everyone just resonates. They don't want to put in the work to find out what it really is. They just want to be told what it is. And it's like you hear it and it's going, you're like listening to it, you're vibing to it, but you don't really understand what's going on, and you choose not to. Like, you're choosing not to do it. Like, sure, you like it because the beat and because it's a primal nature, but it's primal because it's animalistic. So if we get stuck in our animalistic natures, our primal natures, how are we actually evolving and moving forward? For example, music that is really influential and knowledgeable that you're listening to, you know? And some people, like, I listen to music that, you know, that has conscious vocals, that has hardcore lyricism, that shifts how modern music is. It's just actually information spewing out in the music. And this affects the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is really what is in control of the conscious. We think we're in control with our conscious mind, but we're acting out through our subconscious mind, through things that have happened to us, things that we choose to ignore based on the trauma that was involved or whatever it was. People just don't want to hear it. Like, they resonate with it because, you know, as a kid we may have been sung certain songs, but now it's like we're hearing something and we're resonating with the beat and whatever, but we don't like it because you're not understanding it, or you're just hearing something repetitive. You're choosing not to listen to it. You're choosing not to understand the vocals and the divine wisdom that's coming in. It's like a lot of these people like want to hear it, but they don't want to put in the effort to. And it's like sometimes, and I'm gonna relay this now, sometimes like I may think that I'm being lazy, but I know that's conditioning. But I may think that I'm being lazy because I'm not doing as much, right? Physicalness, like physical efforts, you know, like job wise, or, you know, whatever. But it's not all about that. It's about the spiritual aspect. The unseen controls way more than the seen, right? The metaphysical spiritual realm is the background making up this physical matter, this realm, this material realm. It is being manifested through that. And it's like people want to listen to it, but they don't want to do the work and find out what it is or go deeper in it. It's like, yo, that's what it is. And I'm being related as I'm not doing the physical work, and I'm being related as lazy, or thinking I am. But really it's the opposite. The people who are actually willfully being ignorant to a lot of things that are being presented in this time right now. It's like we have all this information being flooded to us, but you're choosing to be blinded, to like close your eyes. It's like it's 2020 right now. Clear vision doesn't always mean it's gonna get better. We have to see it for what it is, and we're seeing it for what it is, but people are still like choosing not to see it. It's like, what world? It's like we're living in separate worlds within the world, and that's what it is. But it's getting to like another level now where we're gonna have to do something, and these labels hinder us from flowing, because you're labeling it as what you think it is, but to the person being labeled, it's like a defense thing. It's like, yo, it's like, shit, I'm just taking it as that. You gotta understand that these labels can also be harmful and harmonious, because sometimes labels are necessary. Labels show the ingredients, they show the qualities, how different things mix and mingle together, you know, reactions to things. Sometimes labels are necessary, but sometimes labels make you get lost for not seeing what it is. And we need to be aware of our state of this judging and labeling, and shift these words, these labels that we've been given, you know, all these words from school, from very young age, have been embedded in the mind. Same with music. These are frequencies, these are mantras, and our words. Be careful for what you say, because you are listening. You're listening to every word. Are you going to say this to yourself? Right? Because you're listening to every word. Is manifesting inwardly through out and outwardly through in. It's in and out and in. Outside in, inside out. And attachments also lead us to sometimes not thinking too clearly and being blinded. Like Neo in the Matrix, he had the opportunity to save the world. And he was in love, so the love kind of blinded the logic. Right? I'm relating this to a movie now, The Matrix. Because this is such a popular movie. Right? And here's what a lot of things are. A lot of, love makes us connected, but also pain is what make a lot of people feel connected. The pains and the traumas they've been through together, and being so obscure that you don't fit in with the world, and you find other people that are obscure and weird and been through these like traumatic things. Don't always jump to conclusions and labels. Just attachments, balance those attachments, because that attachment can really, eventually you have a choice. You're leading with the choice now. It's like you save this person or you could save the world. It's your path and your purpose. You do it for yourself. Right? I love you all so much. I'm going to be making more videos. I just want to get this out. Hopefully it made a bit of sense. It was so random. I didn't expect to. I love you all so much. Ciao.